Sociology of Work and Labor Markets. The sociology of work and labor markets is the study of how people earn a living, how jobs are organized, and how societies distribute work and rewards. Work is not only about earning money, it is a major part of human identity and social life. The kind of work people do shapes their lifestyle, relationships, and sense of purpose. Through work, societies produce goods and services, and through labor markets, they decide who gets which jobs and how much they are paid. Understanding this helps us see how work influences inequality, power, and development in society. Sociologists study work because it reflects the larger social structure. Work connects individuals to the economy, government, education, and even family life. For example, the type of job a person has often depends on their education, gender, social class, and sometimes even ethnicity. Similarly, job opportunities are influenced by government policies, technology, and global economic systems. By studying these relationships, sociology helps us understand not just the nature of jobs but also the social meanings attached to them. In traditional societies, work was mostly based on agriculture, craftsmanship, or family businesses. People often inherited their occupations from their parents, and there was little mobility between different kinds of work. The Industrial Revolution changed everything. Factories, machines, and wage labor replaced traditional work patterns. People moved from villages to cities in search of jobs, and work became more organized and specialized. This gave birth to modern labor markets where people sell their labor to employers in exchange for wages. Karl Marx, one of the most influential thinkers in sociology, analyzed this transformation deeply. He argued that in capitalist systems, workers become separated from the products of their labor. They work for wages while the owners, or capitalists, control the means of production and earn profits. Marx believed that this created class conflict between the working class and the capitalist class. His ideas inspired later sociological studies on labor exploitation, class inequality, and workers' rights. Max Weber, another great sociologist, studied how work became more rational and organized in modern society. He introduced the idea of bureaucracy and explained how efficiency and discipline became central to modern workplaces. Emil Durkheim, on the other hand, focused on the social bonds created through work. He said that in traditional societies, people were connected through shared values, while in modern societies, division of labor created new kinds of cooperation. For him, work was a source of both unity and tension. In today's world, the nature of work keeps changing. With globalization, technology, and digitalization, many new forms of work have emerged. Factories have shifted to countries where labor is cheaper, and millions of people now work in service industries or online platforms. The gig economy is a new trend where people work as freelancers, drivers, or delivery workers through mobile applications. While this offers flexibility, it also brings insecurity because workers often lack benefits such as health insurance, pensions, or job stability. Sociologists also study how gender affects work. Historically, women's work, especially household labor and caregiving, has been undervalued or unpaid. Even today, women often face wage gaps and fewer opportunities for leadership positions. Feminist sociologists highlight how gender inequality is built into workplace structures and call for policies that promote equal pay, parental leave, and child care support. Another major area of study is labor markets. A labor market is like a meeting place where workers offer their skills and employers offer jobs. However, this market is not always fair or open. Sometimes, discrimination, education systems, and economic conditions limit people's access to good jobs. For example, people from poorer backgrounds or minority communities may struggle to find stable employment, even if they are qualified. Sociologists analyze how these inequalities are created and maintained. Globalization has made labor markets more interconnected. Companies can hire workers from anywhere in the world, and people migrate across borders for better opportunities. While this creates diversity, it can also lead to exploitation. Migrant workers often face harsh working conditions and limited legal protection. Sociologists study these patterns to understand the global division of labor and its effects on societies. Technology has also transformed the world of work. Automation and artificial intelligence are replacing many traditional jobs. Machines now perform tasks that once required human labor, such as driving, data entry, and even customer service. While this increases efficiency, it raises concerns about unemployment and the future of human work. Sociologists discuss how societies can adapt through education, social safety nets, and policies that support workers in transition. Work is also linked to identity. People often define themselves by what they do, whether they are teachers, doctors, artists, or engineers. Losing a job can affect not only income but also self-esteem and social relationships. That is why unemployment is not just an economic issue, it is a social one that affects families and communities. Sociologists look at how people cope with job loss, how they find meaning in their work, and how work affects their mental and physical well-being. Unions and labor movements have historically played a vital role in improving working conditions. Through collective bargaining, strikes, and protests, workers have fought for better wages, safety, and rights. These movements have shaped labor laws and social protections that we often take for granted today, such as the 8-hour workday or the weekend. Sociologists study these movements to understand how power and resistance operate within workplaces and society. In modern times, discussions about work also include concepts such as work-life balance, remote work, and emotional labor. Many people now work from home or flexible spaces, which blurs the line between personal and professional life. Emotional labor refers to the effort workers put into managing their feelings to meet job expectations, such as smiling in customer service roles or staying calm under pressure. These new realities are reshaping how people experience work. The sociology of work and labor markets teaches us that work is not only an economic activity but a deeply social one. It is shaped by power, culture, gender, technology, and history. Understanding this helps us see why some jobs are valued more than others, why some people face barriers in employment, and how societies can make work more fair and fulfilling. In simple terms, work builds the foundation of society. The way we organize it determines how resources, opportunities, and dignity are distributed. By studying the sociology of work and labor markets, we gain insight into how societies can create systems that value all workers, promote equality, and adapt to change responsibly. If you enjoyed learning about the sociology of work and labor markets, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who want to understand how work shapes our world. Your support helps us continue spreading knowledge about the fascinating connections between society, labor, and human life.